guys, it's Wendy from Ask the Landlady, and today, I believe, is like my 40th video. 40th. And somebody pointed out to me that I talk a lot about apartments, but I've never answered the question of how to show an apartment. How do you show an apartment? Oh, okay. That's a very good question. How do I show my rental unit to prospective tenants? So here's some tips and tricks on that. First of all, make sure it's clean and rent ready. That seems obvious, but if tenants are gonna, live there, you wanna make sure it looks the best. It's the baby, right? You want your baby to shine on picture day, so make sure it looks fantastic and smells good. You might even wanna do some plugged in glades, because you never know if things are closed up, they start to feel damp or just musty. You wanna get all that kind of out there. So make sure you have it looking good. I know some people do show apartments while other tenants live there. That can be a little tricky. We've gone both ways on that, depending on who's living in the apartment, and you'll know that if you do regular inspections, you'll know how good it is to show other people. You may just want to get pictures. If you have a high demand area where you have a lot of turnovers, you may want to have some pictures or a video that you can show people that kind of get along the same idea, so that you can avoid that situation of showing something that's very messy or unclean. So you definitely want it looking its best, because you want to attract the best renter possible. And always, before you go show the apartment, make sure you kind of go in and look around first. Make sure there's no dead bugs on the floor or anything that could be a huge turnoff to a prospective tenant. So try to show up early and make sure you can kind of mitigate those things. Number two, take great pictures while you have it looking good, while you freshly painted and cleaned and some beautiful sunshiny day. Get out there with your camera and take some shots. These are only going to help you out in the future when you have to pop your thing up on social media or try to do some marketing. And sometimes people do rent from afar, contacting you about it, and you can shoot those pictures to them, kind of get them interested and tell them, hey, it's going to go fast, and they may even rent over the phone just because you've been able to provide them with some great shots. Third is something that we have to talk about, and that's safety. Safety is always a concern when you're showing an apartment. Never have your prospective tenant between you and the door. A lot of times back in the day when I was showing everything myself, I would open it up, and especially if I had like a little, this person doesn't seem on the up and up, I'd say, hey, you know what, I gotta take some calls here, I'm gonna check some emails, go ahead and look around. If you have any questions, I'll be right out here. Then you stay on that porch, let them wander around and do all that. And then, you got your phone handy if there's any issues. That way you're not alone in that apartment where you could be trapped. So that's just something that has to be said, unfortunately, out there. So another thing you can do there, though, is simply have a lockbox or a keypad, or if you're in a small town, maybe you can even unlock the door for a few hours and let people see the apartments and call you with questions. First of all, it's a time saver, because having to show all those apartments all the time can be kind of pain. And the other thing is it's just safer that you're not trapped there. You can then change the code or lock up the door at the end of the day, so that that's not an issue. And another great way to cut down on the amount of people who are simply wasting your time with showings. Some people are just looky-loos. They just love an open house. They just love to, I've always wanted to see inside this, So one thing you can do is make the tenant apply first before they do the showing. Then they got some skin in the game. You've charged a application fee anywhere from $25 to $50 and put them on the hook with that, with their information, so that you already know if they're going to qualify. You run your numbers, you run your background check, and you say, oh, if they're qualified, then you're not wasting your time in conducting that showing, and which can be a real pain in the butt when somebody just wants, oh, just show me everything you have. And, I don't know, I might be moving, I'm just not sure. You want some skin in the game. You want somebody that's actually really interested and wants to potentially make that move and see the apartment. So those are just some things off the top of my head about showings. Got a lot more here in my book, Lessons from the Landlady. Check it out. It's on Amazon, or you can go to my website at askthelandlady.com and purchase it there. If you purchase it directly from me, I will sign it and send it right to you. Anyway, it's hard to be a landlady and landlord in today's day and age, and we're all in this together. So shoot me some comments and tell me what you like to do for showings, or some ideas that you might have that I haven't talked about today. And to hit subscribe so we can all go on this journey together. Thanks. Have a great day.